Welcome to the Practical Ascension Podcast. I'm your host and soul alchemist, Tracy Goody. Stay with me for practical guidance and flow for your modern life through this time of ascension. Hi, and welcome to the November 2020 Akashic Insight Forecast. So we're entering this expansive month of November under this beautiful witchy full moon. And this first week, we get a glimpse of what is to come in November. So some of you may be feeling this opening that began in September, kind of going to the next level. So I could feel the door unlock in September. In October, the doorknob turned, and now we're opening the door, and the guidance coming through this month is encouraging us to focus on the now and anchor our desired future reality. Seems to be a theme that's coming up here. So the first priority of November is your physical body. We're going to be receiving light codes and working with some high vibration energy, and your physical body is likely to feel the effects. So there's this recalibration coming. So pay attention to what your body is asking for right now and begin to make these shifts and changes. Maybe you're getting the nudge to incorporate a little more movement or grounding or rest or self-care or maybe even certain foods or increase your hydration. In the first week of November, ask your physical body what it needs to feel balanced and radiant, and take action. This November is a lot about action. Well, the front and the back are about action. The middle is a little bit more contemplative. So on to the main event. So November 11th, 1111 Gateway. This is where we feel the door open even further, and it can be felt for a few days on either side. Usually around the 8th, I can feel that doorway come into view, and then by the 14th, the energy is wrapping up a little bit. Use this time wisely. All those desires that you have been putting out to the universe are being heard, and the spiritual support is here. So this can be a bit of a yo-yo week as the energy is super up and down. You might find peaks of total clarity, feeling that abundance and support, just feeling that certainty like, yes, I can definitely feel that energy. Good things are happening for me. Like maybe blocks that you had for a long time are starting to melt away. You're just not noticing them anymore. Then in that next moment, maybe even the next minute, you might feel yourself totally fall apart and question everything. This is part of the recalibration process. If you're feeling that sadness, that frustration, or a similar energy, let it move through you. If you try and fight against it or try and say, I want to stay positive for this 1111 portal, you're just creating more resistance. So honor it and let yourself express it. Cry or laugh or wonder a little bit if you're going crazy. That's all very normal in this very high energy period. Whatever you do, don't try and force a purely positive agenda through this gateway. It's part of the human experience is the range of emotions, so let them move through you. And another part of this is in order to claim who you really are in your next version, there is this loss of who you thought you were, who you once were. So this falling away and shedding of limitations also means shedding the previous skin you were in. So like I said, if blocks are melting away, that's melting away because you are claiming and you are becoming who you truly are and letting go of those old restrictive versions. So contemplate what that means to you. Is there a way of thinking or a habit that you're prolonging and continuing on out of fear of stepping more deeply into your power, out of fear of your emotions, out of fear of connecting into who you really might be? Now, this is the week for ultimate spiritual support to let it go. Really, really powerful week here, but it can be a bit of up and down. So this is why I'm recommending getting the physical body ready in advance and paying attention to it in advance. So at least it's more so emotional and mental things that are coming up and not physical as well. Now moving into the third week of November in this new moon energy. It's flowing into more of this contemplative, this looking within energy. So remember to stay super hydrated this week because all of those light codes from the 1111 gateway, that's recalibrating. So you're going to want to probably care pretty deeply for yourself that third week of November. After the roller coaster ride of the first half of the month, you're probably going to need it. So this third week, our manifesting, again, is turned on to high. And this is going to encourage us to go within. So if you are noticing something in your life that's off, the universe is really encouraging, go within. That's the place you want to deal with this. So not only can you get clarity on your next steps, but you get support from your guides to help arrange things in your favor. So remember your spirit team, remember the archangels, the ascendant masters, working with crystals, working with galactic energy, whatever most calls to you. All of that support is here and available for you now. So this theme of claiming who you are continues, right? And you are encouraged to continue to let go of who you are not, especially that victim energy or limiting yourself. This is like the big one that our guides are just wanting to shake right out of us. It's a really powerful week to question your subconscious and ask, what are the consequences of achieving my desires? So see what kind of hidden sabotages lay beneath the surface, and then let your connection to spirit help you to let go and bring support into this place. All right, finally, the last 10 days of the month. So we're looping back into action. So that type of full moon energy that we were feeling at the start of the month, we're feeling again here at the end of the month. So we have another full moon approaching, and this theme that seems to be coming up also in the last few months is really walking your talk and taking action that is highest and best for you. So if you know better, then do better. That's basically like the bare bones of what it is. So for example, if you know daily meditation practice or journaling or shifting in some way will skyrocket you into your soul desires, then for the love of God, start to do it in the now. So your potential that is not yet realized is begging to be let out. We're in a transition time in human history, and how you choose to take action, what frequency you're working with, plays a role in the collective empowerment versus disempowerment energy. What do you want to be feeding into? What do you want to be giving your vote to? Let me stress that this does not matter about the past or past choices. I'm talking about now. So what can you do now? If you find yourself in the energy of guilt and shame for not starting earlier, give yourself a big boost of compassion and really scrub it off. Really allow that self-compassion to dissolve those feelings of guilt, because there's no need for it. That's our own programming, right? We can let that go. So get really clear about what you want. So this is the other aspect of this full moon. So this full moon energy can help us to really clarify and distill how you want to feel and what changes you need to make to bring those feelings into your life now. The more you can connect into the most expansive vision for your life and take actions that really move you towards your empowerment, the more miracles you're going to see unfolding in the coming month. So the big message here for November is take charge and be hydrated. Hold on, because it might be a bit of a wild ride, but it's all good and it's all for the highest and best good. Thank you so much for tuning in today.